What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've had a blessed one. Express some positivity. Tell me something good. For this video, I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to talk about 3 things that have helped me on my spiritual journey. So the first one I would say is, isolation, taking time to myself. I had to isolate myself because I was going through a lot of hardships. And usually when I was going through hardships, no one was there. So I didn't feel the urge or the need or the want to go, and be around people. So I took a lot of time to myself. I stayed to myself, and taking time to myself, I was able to see a lot of things that were bothering me. They were able to come to light for me, and I was able to be aware of them. Now that doesn't mean I was able to tackle them, I was able to fix the problem, I was able to find a solution, because it wasn't like that at first. It was very hard. I was going through a lot of ups and downs, more downs than up, and I had a lot of stress, depression, and I was just in very dark moments. But these dark moments are moments that have shaped me, moments that have molded me into the person that I am today. I am very ambitious because I know what I want. I'm determined because I know what I don't want. And I have a lot of strength, a lot of, just built-in, core, and just a warrior inside of me because of these moments. And plus, being alone, I wasn't distracted as how I would be if I was around a bunch of people. I was able to take the time to focus on the things that were really important, the things that were necessary. And that was picking myself back up, because I needed to do that in order to start walking again. I was crawling. I really was. But once I picked myself back up, I started taking steps again, steps in the right direction. And it all started with isolation. It all started with, giving myself that time, because I deserved that. So that's one. So don't be afraid of alone time, because alone time can come with a lot of benefits. Benefits that will serve you for the rest of your life. Number 2, I would say number 2 was just getting so tired to the point that I demanded change. I got so tired of the old things. I got so tired of being miserable, so tired of being stressed, so tired of being depressed, so tired of being broke, so tired of feeling like I was alone, tired of feeling like I wasn't good enough. I demanded change. And being tired wasn't that I was ready to give up, because a lot of people, they do give up, and it's very unfortunate, very sad. I could have been one of those people, but we're all still here for a reason, and we must see that and understand that and be grateful for that, and know that what we're going through is not the reason. Our reason should be, once we get out of this dark moments, then we start to see our reason for being here. And I was just so tired of the darkness. I needed to see the light. I demanded the light. So I, used my number 1, which was take alone time, and I just started analyzing everything that was going bad for me, everything that didn't serve me. I was tired of it, so I needed change, and that's exactly what I did. I changed the path, I changed the course of my life into something more fruitful, something more beneficial, something that was more peaceful, something that was going to bring light onto me. Now, this didn't happen from one day to another. This took years for me to even get to this point. And I'm blessed to be someone who got to this point so early in life, because I have a lot of life left, and I can use the rest of my life to keep on growing, keep on being a light to myself and onto others, keep on loving myself. But it all started with being tired that I didn't want, the negative anymore. I needed something positive. So you must get so tired to the point that you just don't want it anymore. You need to change. And a lot of us need to change, but we feel like it's okay. We're not completely tired of it because we feel like, oh, it might slow me down a little bit, but it doesn't stop me, so it's whatever. No. Change is necessary. Change is good. And that's exactly what I did. Number 3, loving myself. I started to love myself so much because I never did. I was my worst critic. I put myself down in a lot of moments. I blamed myself for a lot of things. Things that others should have been blamed of. I took the responsibility of that. I put a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I kept myself down for so long. I would blame myself for all of my problems. Even things that someone else did, I blame myself. I was tired of myself. I was tired of ruining my life. I was tired of making decisions that were not helping me improve. I couldn't stand it anymore. I couldn't stand being with me anymore. I wanted to just get out, push myself away. That obviously didn't help with anything. That only made things worse. But realizing this, I knew I had to make a change. I knew I had to do something different. So I started taking therapy. So I started taking alone time. So I started meditating. Started reading books. Started changing my habits. I started to view life differently. Changed my mindset. And I started to not blame myself, but just accept that something happened and learn to move forward. Learn, okay, if this happened, how can I move forward to make it better? Instead of telling me I'm not worth it, I messed up, I'm a mistake. I started telling myself it's okay. I started crying. I started getting in touch with myself, my emotional self, my mental self, my spiritual self. Started working on my physical. And I started to take care of me. Because I was trying to take care of everybody around me. And I was giving and giving and giving. And I was empty inside. I always had something to give to someone, but never to myself. And once I realized this, I noticed that this was not right. Like, I deserved more than that for everything that I've been through. So I started loving myself. I started to appreciate the time that I had with me, because this time will not be so long. We're only here on earth for such a short time. I started to take care of myself. How did I do this? Changing my habits and doing a lot of more positive things. Things that I knew would help me, would shape me into the person that I knew I wanted to be. Did I know I was going to be here speaking of spiritual topics and everything? Not at all. But that's the journey. That's the beauty of life. You don't know what you're going to be. You don't know where you're going to be at, what you're going to do, who you're going to meet. But when you're grateful for everything around you, you start to just grow. You just start to live. And this is the person that I'm becoming, and I love this. I wouldn't ask for anything else. I wouldn't ask for anything at all. But just to live, just to be able to breathe and be happy, be able to wake up and say, I'm going to do something good for me because I love myself. It's the beauty of life. You know, we go from dark moments to walking into the light. And these three things are things that help me tremendously. And there's this thing, you know, that people say, and it's, you know, light. With light, there can only be shadow. There'll be an object and they'll cast a shadow. So we know we're in the darkness, but the light is right around the corner. The light is somewhere. We gotta find it. And we do that by looking into ourselves, appreciating ourselves, and doing the things necessary to take us from the dark to the light, to take us from miserable to happy, to take us from unsuccessful to successful. It's not easy. It takes time. But once you start to do it, you gotta be patient, you gotta be trusting, and you gotta be determined and know that it will be the best decision of your life. That's it. I hope you appreciate this video. That's all I got for you. And I hope you take something out of this. Hope you made the time for yourself. Be alone. Hope you get so tired of the bad that you just demand change. And most importantly, to love yourself. Because God loves you. He will always love you. And you're telling me you can't love yourself? Nah. You just don't like the person that you are now. So become the person that you want to be. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think of it. And give me any ideas of what you want me to speak about next. But that's all I have for you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.